Hi, my name is Christian Key, and welcome back to Celebrating Every Day of 2020 with me. Today, January 31st, 2020, is National Inspire Your Heart with Art Day. The most inspiring place that I've ever been to in my entire life is Meow Wolf in Santa Fe. For those of you who don't know what Meow Wolf is, it's a collective of young, rejected, rebel artists that banded together and basically made alternate dimensions that you can walk around in and explore. I have never seen anything like it, and it was absolutely mesmerizing. The piece that spoke the most to me in the entire exhibit was this bus. It was completely upside down, and the steering wheel is facing the sky. At the very bottom, you can walk in, and there's this little bench that you lay down on, and you have another steering wheel. And depending on how you turn it, it changed the color and the brightness of the light beaming through the windshields and the windows. Except I didn't realize until looking back on pictures that the inside of the bus was really gray and dim and almost just looked like it was falling apart. Looking back now, I kind of see that as foreshadowing of where I was in my life at that time. I was so honed in on reaching that blinding future that I didn't see that my bus, my spirit, was kind of going a little dim. But taking into consideration Meow Wolf in today's celebration, I wanted to reinvent that bus. So without further ado, I present to you my inner bus on the highway of life. So I surrounded it with bright blue skies and green grass and wildflowers because that's where I feel most at home. I have a rainbow, bright, colorful path because to have a bright and beautiful future, I need to be on the right path that mimics that future. I made the light coming through just as blinding. This is light reactive, and it's beautiful. But it's also mysterious because none of us really knows what the future holds for us. But I put a few reminders for myself that life's an adventure. And adventures never go the way you plan, but that's why they're adventurous. To live a life that you love. So many of us get caught up in our routines and our duties that we forget we're not living to work. We're working so that we can live and have a life worth living. My first aids have and always will be music and art. I have some of my favorite lyrics coming out of the speakers. We'll go dancing and baby then you'll see how the magic's in the music and the music's in me. There's magic in art. And all art comes from us. We're magic. And we have to embrace it and sometimes remind ourselves of it. Most importantly, I put the world as the gear shift. Now, no, as much as I would like to think so, I am not the center of the world, but I am the center of my world. And you're the center of your world. And if you think about it, we're all just little universes running around and bumping into each other. There's a whole universe outside of us, but there's a whole universe inside of us too. And so sorry, phone fell over there. But if you are to create something bright and beautiful to take you to your future, how can you not help but go somewhere bright and beautiful? One of my favorite quotes of all time is, "Before a child can talk, they sing. Before a child can write, they draw. And before a child can walk, they dance." Art is a fundamental part of human expression. It's inside all of us. To want to really know ourselves, fully express ourselves, and truly love ourselves. We are all walking works of art. We all have a little universe inside of us that directly morphs the universe outside of us, and it's fascinating and beautiful how they captured that through art. So, what about yourself do you see as art? How are you going to express yourself through art today? Be it poetry, singing, music, painting. And lastly, what do you have to celebrate today? Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a colorful Inspire Your Heart with Art Day.